Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Now McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Throwing again, McCarthy.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Jones is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's McCarthy.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Herbert now. Short throw to Disley. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Herbert off of play action. Short throw to Disley. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hold. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case...
And how about this? A fake. Oh, this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Well, if you're ever going to try to fake punt, this would seem to be the place to do it, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah, you got to make sure you throw it to your guys and not the other team. But yes, in this spot on the field, only needing a few yards for a first, I think that decision was okay and spot on. The problem was the execution. It was not.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On play action, now McCarthy.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Play after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of it. So it's incomplete.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got, and the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Hampton. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. And look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history to make it with the action. Watch and see what actually happens. Like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, That's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to throw here, Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They snap it to Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. 21-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Second and 13. Addison hauls it in. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now the first carry here for their running back. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now a give right side. It's Hampton. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Up the middle they go. Hampton. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Herbert off the bootleg. That one complete to McConkey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey from 19 yards away. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he's free at the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 66 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And a round is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. On the option right, Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Airing it out deep for Woods. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Chargers 14. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers 20.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. They're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. But he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by Woods for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. To the air with McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Here's McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead in this fourth quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and good by Dicker, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
McCarthy off the play fake. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now they'll change things around before the snap. He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Third and goal, McCarthy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on fourth and goal. Going for it, here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10. Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw. McCarthy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Pull after right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns and 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 87 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was